Oh, well, it's morning time. A little later than I normally live, but you know what? Better late than never. YouTube been working a lot better than Facebook is here lately. These ain't worth a damn. Or it ain't working for me worth a damn. Good morning. Good morning. I'm waiting on Facebook to load up here. It's been slow, and well, it's just been slow. I don't think Facebook's working very well for most people now. And I went from getting 2,500, 3,000 views per video down to 1,000 views per video. Now I'm down to like 300 views per video. So that's Facebook for you. The good old censorship of Mark Zuckerberg. Don't make a damn if I got 80 people or 90 people in there watching me on Facebook. Some of my videos only gets 44 views when I had 90 people watching it. Yeah, they got that shit messed up. Morning, Kevin. Hope you're feeling better. Good morning. Yes, I see Facebook's actually notifying a few people this morning. Hello, Jimmy Staten. Good morning. Good morning. Well, y'all know the title of the video: Jesse Ventura to run for president as an independent. I watched an interview with Ventura, which was on October the 1st. They had him on some little goofy show interviewing his ass. And I didn't, which I couldn't share nothing. It was Facebook. I was on ban, so I couldn't share it. But I watched the interview with Ventura. And trust me, there wasn't much difference in between Ventura's views and a full blown Democrat's views. I was really disappointed in what he had to say about Donald Trump. But I was even more disappointed about what he didn't have to say about Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden when asked. He never had nothing negative to say about Nancy. He said she was calculating. And when brought up about Joe, the only thing he said was, "Oh, I feel sorry for Joe Biden because of Bo dying with cancer." He never had nothing bad to say about the Democrats, but he had everything to say bad about Donald Trump and Mike Pence. He said pretty much that Donald Trump was nothing but a real estate con man and a liar, draft dodger. Which I understand if he plan on running. And he said he didn't know if he was going to run yet or not, but I figured there's about an 80% chance that he will. You're not going to have very good things to say about your opponent. I understand this all too well. But Jesse, he's kind of out there. He really is. Jesse Ventura is kind of out there, guys. Jesse Ventura is kind of he's kind of an atheist. Okay, hard for me to get behind an atheist. So, it was kind of disappointing watching Jesse Ventura's interview because I've had a lot of respect for Jesse Ventura, but after that interview that he did on that talk show, I kind of lost a lot of it. Now, don't get me wrong. I know Jesse is a Vietnam veteran. He was a Navy SEAL. I know he's been a WWE wrestler. I know he's been a damn governor of Minnesota, so forth and so on. But he's what you call a libertarian. And libertarian views are good in theory, but they just don't work. They do not work. No. I used to kind of subscribe to the libertarian view myself until I growed up and seen reality. Now I ain't a libertarian. I don't subscribe to the libertarian views anymore. Because the libertarian view is I don't bother you. You live your life however the hell you want to live it. I live my life however the hell I want to live it. And the government don't get involved in how we live our lives or any of this other shit. Guys, that's not reality. It don't work that way. Now, if everybody was a libertarian, it might work that way. But not everybody out here is a libertarian. A libertarian will be overtook by progressivism because you can't be a libertarian when you have progressives in society. Because even though you say you just go ahead and do what you want, live your life however you want, the government not get involved, that ain't the way progressivism works. It's I live my life how I want, and the government enforces it how I want over on you. That's progressive liberalism. So libertarianism and progressive liberalism cannot coexist. And progressive liberalism is about 10 times more powerful than libertarianism. So libertarianism cannot exist. That's kind of how that shit works, guys. And that's what Jesse Ventura is. Yes, David, he is. He does have down there in Baja, Mexico. He lives down there off the grid. It's part time. The rest of the time, he's up in Minnesota. But like I said, guys, I have respect for Jesse Ventura. I do. But do I agree with him? No, I do not. He said the way this country is divided. Now, he does have a point here. The right and the left, the only way to bring the country back together is vote for an independent, which is neither. The country is divided. Guys, it don't make a damn what political party you vote for. You're not going to change people's political views that damn quickly. You're not. You're not going to change my views that damn quick. And you're not going to change the ultra left views that damn quick. It don't make a damn if you vote for an independent or what you vote for. You're not going to change people's views of the world very damn quickly. It's a slow process. Could an independent bring both sides together? No. No. It won't happen. Because people are too embedded in their ideology in politics and how this country should be ran. Won't happen. Probably the most disturbing thing I heard Jesse Ventura say when he was referred to Mike Pence is Mike Pence, what would Jesus do about that border? When Jesse Ventura said that, he means Jesus would open the border and let all these refugees in. Then I have to start questioning Jesse Ventura's patriotism. Because you can claim you're a patriot all day long. You can wrap yourself in the American flag. You can serve in the military. But that don't mean you've got the country's best interest in mind. And guys, y'all know sitting here the same as I do. If we open that border up, we ain't a country anymore. I don't care how much pot Jesse Ventura smokes. Not a good idea. Maybe he's been smoking a little too much. Maybe it's been laced with fentanyl. Who knows? But opening that border up is the death of this nation. You know, Jesse Ventura has always been against the border, against the wall. Why? Because he vacations down there in Mexico most of the time, which that's fine. And I'm sure he sees a lot of the poor, dilapidated Mexican people. And I'm sure it pulls on his heartstrings, especially after he smoked up with some fentanyl laced pot. But that ain't our problem down there. That is not our problem. That's Mexico's problem down there. You know, we can't take care of everybody in the world when we can't even take care of our own damn country, our own people in our country. That's a no brainer. But the one thing that does concern me is if he does throw his hat in the arena, we'll pull more from the right. You know, if I didn't know better, because he ain't got a ghost chance of hell winning, we all know that. Not as an independent. This ain't the governor's race of Minnesota, Jesse. You won't be getting my vote. Probably everybody watching me. You won't be getting their vote either. This is not a governor's race. This is not way back when you won the governor's race in Minnesota. Like I said, guys, it's disturbing to me that him toss his hat into the arena because there is some lukewarm right wingers out here that's pissed off about bump stock bans and vaping and shit like that that'll go vote for him. Yeah. There is some libertarians out here that hadn't matured up enough to know libertarianism don't work. You keep these damn cigarettes lit. They keep going out. So, like I said, guys, that's the moral of the story. I hope last night, or the video I watched of him last night, it's about 80% chance he's going to try it. Now, don't get me wrong, Jesse Ventura is a very smart man. Very, very, very smart man. But I don't think his ideology enough to pull anything off. Rumpelstiltskin. I heard Hillary's making a comeback. Well, with the Democrat candidates dropping out like flies, it's possible. I'm not ruling anything out, guys. I mean, Elizabeth Warren is pretty much the only viable candidate that's left up on stage. Joe, he's done. Stick a fork in Joe. Oh, Joe is done. Um, Bernie, Bernie shish kebab too, man. Old Ticker just won't let him do anything there. Yeah, too much socialism done Bernie in. He gave too much of his heart away for free. But Like I said, guys, Kamala, she ain't gonna go nowhere. She can't blow her way in on this one. Uh, Booker, moron. He ain't gonna go nowhere. Beto, he just wants attention. Beto just wants attention. Beto is just out here trying to drive a pro open border, anti gun agenda. That's all Beto's out to do. Beto is what you might say setting himself up for future runs later on. He's getting his name out there. That's all he's doing. Because that son of a bitch ain't doing no good. He ain't even polling at like 1%. Like I said, Pete Buttigieg ain't going anywhere. Now I keep hearing the rumors of Michael Obama throwing his name in the arena, but if Michelle, Michael, whatever, throws this name in the arena, do you know the American people is going to want to know whether that is actually a man or a woman? That's going to be a hard one to explain. Because I would want to know, a presidential candidate, am I voting for a female or a male? I mean, come on, these are legitimate questions. Males and females do think differently. It's a proven fact. I would want to know if I was voting for a male or a female for president of the United States. So that would be one of the requirements to clear up that age old issue. Is it male or is it female? Biologically, not surgically. So, like I said, guys, them are legitimate questions. Now, don't get me wrong, oh, hell, dog. I really don't think she's going to toss her hat into the ring. The only way Hill Dog would toss her hat in, and if that's something that happened to Elizabeth Warren. But right now, Hill Dog can't beat Elizabeth Warren. She has not got the popularity. She just don't. I don't know if she's got enough money to buy the popularity. But guys, Trump is the only viable candidate. You know, Jesse Ventura may be looking at the left run up, and he may be calculating. I think Jesse Ventura is smart enough to know that he can't win presidential election. But he may pull the biggest majority of the Democrat vote and put the independent party on the map, like H. Ross Perot was doing. That may be what Jesse's out to do, is get his views heard. I mean, guys, a lot of times these people enter the presidential race to push an agenda for their party. They know they ain't going to win. They ain't out trying to win. They're out there to push their views from the people that's backing them to make the other candidates address it. That's political tactics 101. And running for office. See, I'm a Democratic candidate for president. Yes, I am. There are several out there. There's only like 500 something. Y'all guys already know my views. Yep. You guys already know my views. So, could Hillary run for vice president? She could, but why? She could be picked for VP, but why? I'll tell you something right now, guys. Hillary Clinton is not going to play second fiddle to Elizabeth Warren. Not going to happen. No, it's not. Hill Dog wants to run the show, and she ain't going to be in any position but the supreme leader. She's not going to take any other position other than supreme leader. It's too much of a hit on her ego. Would she take a cabinet position inside the White House? I'm sure she probably would. Probably Secretary of State again. Or she can sell off some more shit. But anyway, like I said, guys, well, that's right. Yeah. But y'all got some, yeah, that's about right. I agree with y'all on them. Something might happen to Warren if Hillary's VP where she can take the control. Yeah. Well, Warren's a dumbass. She is. Guys, I'm going to tell you, these Democrat candidates I see up here on stage, man, they're talking some real dog shit rhetoric. How could anybody come out here really want to do good for the country, puke the rhetoric these jackasses are puking out here from the Democrat Party? Talking about that you're making the Trump supporters pay for what they did. And talking about annihilating the survivors of the Republican Party. Now, this is out of these own assholes' mouths that they're going to have to annihilate them, burn them out, because if they survive the storm, they'll just ride the waves. And yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, this is coming from the Democrat Party. And I have a hard time thinking to myself, how could anybody back this shit? Would I want Donald Trump to annihilate all the people that supported Hillary Clinton or all the people that supporting Elizabeth Warren just because of an election? No, you can't be that way. You cannot be that way, guys, and have this country's best interest in mind. You can't punish a people because they're damn political views. You can't do it. They're American citizens too. Do I want the little asshole commies out here to have economic growth and have a future? Yes, I do. I want them to see that communism don't work. I want them to come to terms with the system we have, the free market enterprise and capitalism is the way to go. So no, I don't wish bad shit over on them because that's just not the way to be. I do wish the hell they would grow up. I wish they would quit drinking the damn Kool-Aid that the left is shoveling out here to them. But far as wishing bad shit off on them as far as economics and trying to pretty much break them like the Democrats is talking about the right? No, hell no. That's just stupid, guys. They're just a bunch of young, underdeveloped people mentally. Just been basically brainwashed. The only way you're going to turn them into basically good citizens is you're going to have to give them some opportunity under the system that they rebelled against. Think about that for a minute, guys. If y'all want real change, that's what it takes. Is you have to change the people's hearts. Because I've been sitting back and I've been watching what's happened for the last 10 plus years. These kids are going to college. Their mommy and daddy is telling them, oh, we got to send you to college. You got to get an education or you go out and be a big CEO someday. You got the teachers in high school pushing college. Oh, they pushing it. They push it hard. You got all society pushing college. Oh, you got to get a college education. You got to get college education. You got to go out and have a college and get a good job. All right, these kids going out getting these student loans, so forth and so on. They're going to college. They're getting talked up by their Marxist professors. These same Marxist professors that's teaching them all this socialism and communism or Marxism is also telling them that you're doomed once you leave college. All right, these kids get out of college and they can't find jobs that's just making pennies over top of minimum wage with their college degrees. Here they are with a big college student loan debt. And they're not going out here and they're not be able to get good paying jobs because there is no real good paying jobs anymore. Oh, what happened to those? Yeah, the Democrat Party sold those out to China. All you manufacturing jobs and stuff. Guys, they're the ones that's paying the money. To sit on your ass behind a desk in an office somewhere, just about any monkey can do anymore. There's so many people out there with these college degrees that you ain't got to pay very much to get one. So the price of educated jobs has went down. Skilled labor jobs has went up. But here these kids done went to college and run up $150,000 student loan debt to be a particular type to do a particular type job that ain't gonna make them no money anymore. And they damn sure don't know how to be a skilled labor person because they never have. And now they're pissed off in the streets because they got screwed over by the system. That's what's going on, guys. The millennials out here is blaming all this on capitalism. When really, it's not capitalism, or it is crony capitalism, more of selling things out to communism. Guys, if we hadn't sold this country out, right and left both, we would have plenty of jobs here. We wouldn't have to make America great again. America would have been great. Okay? There wouldn't be no MAGA movement. You wouldn't have to be trying to bring jobs back to America. Manufacturing. It'd already be here. Think about that. So yes, crony capitalism, cohorting with communism is a reason we've got to bring our jobs back over here. Think about that. But these millennials don't understand it because they don't have no what you call political history memory because they're not old enough to remember. Guys, I'm old enough to remember NAFTA and GATT. And I'm old enough to remember who was behind all that shit. It was the Republican Party and the Democrats both wanted that shit. It wasn't one or the other. It was both. So there you have it. Just like H. Ross Perot said, you will hear a large sucking sound. And that is the third world sucking all the manufacturing jobs out of America. As Al Gore and George W. Bush, well, we think it's a pretty good idea. Remember that shit? Ross Perot, the independent, told it as it was. He was absolutely right. Those free trade giveaway deals to China and Mexico and other third world countries just about drove the United States into bankruptcy. Who was a part of that? Oh, both sides. Both sides were players in on that shit, not just one or the other. Both. So there you go. Ain't either side innocent on these free trade deals. So, like I said, you wouldn't have to be making America great again. You wouldn't have to be bringing jobs back to America if they never left to start with. And the reason they left is called crooked crony politics on the right and left. You can't call it crony capitalism because it wasn't just capitalists that was involved. I'm a delusional conspiracy theorist. No, I've got a memory, dumbass. It was all over the news. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Won't you go look back about 1999, year 2000, and you will see it's fact. Men said it right out of their mouths. Up on stage running for president of the United States. See, that's my point. These dumbass millennials, they have no political memory because they're not old enough to remember how all this shit started out. And now they're out here making assumptions of shit that they're not old enough to even remember. They've been drinking the Kool-Aid. That's their problem. So they can't even start a lawnmower. Okay? Most of them can't even run a manual can opener. So when you want to start talking about intelligence levels and being able to take care of themselves, they don't make the grade. Not just political history that they're ignorant to. They're ignorant to all that other shit as well. We'll catch you later, guys. Y'all have a good day. God bless. Probably see you tomorrow. Got a big day ahead of me.